Hello, welcome to Jade Kind Video Gaming. My name is Adam, here as Ri'zargo, more Skyrim Special Edition. Last time I did some home building, and I was thinking of what I needed in order to do another house episode, in order to the idea of finishing the house. And I decided I was pleased with where things are. The place doesn't look empty. It doesn't look undone. Any further home development really just requires constant searching of shops trying to find rare items, often amulets for this thing. And, it feels lived in. It's fine. Searching for the items is not the fun part. It's seeing the home come together that's fun. And we have that. I'm good with that. If the idea of not, completely filling out the home, saddens you or anything, I guess leave a comment here or whenever I end the series. I guess I could return to it if there was demand, but I'm like, that's an arbitrary goal. I'm happy with where the home is as far as just visually how it looks, so for now, I'm like, okay. I'm kind of ready to start wrapping things up. I've finished the main story. I got one last adventure that I wanted to do. And I just need to head somewhere to get things started for that. That's a pretty horse. There's one last quest that I've for a while had in mind as that's a good quest to end things on. At least since finishing the main plot, I was like, I didn't finish the main plot at the end of the Let's Play. I was like, I know a quest that I'll. The place was cleared. I don't know if they died or just got bored, but they're gone. Said the place was cleared. I figured it was a nice, safe spot to go to. Anyways. That's where we're going. I figure it'll be nice to conclude the game by dealing with the Dawnguard. Working with the Dawnguard. We'll figure it out. Oh. I don't have to go through the crack in the wall. I just kind of get close to it and the game teleports me. Where am I map-wise? Still over here? Okay. I do not know if there is anything dangerous about or not. pretty waterfall. It's freezing over. Who was that? There was somebody walking ahead of me. Not really doing any thorough searching here, just casually walking. Ooh, castle. Fort Dawnguard discovered. That's an impressive castle. And it's absolutely bigger than some cities. Lots of flowers around, very nice. There's smoke up here. Is there somebody...
Well, well, you made it. Good. Izran's in the fort. He'll get you sorted out.
Ri'jargo does not remember. What is the
We're
Dawnguard?
vampire hunters. We search out and destroy those blood-sucking scum wherever we find them.
Ri'jargo hasn't noticed any vampire menace.
You're not paying attention then, like almost everyone else around here. Haven't you heard that the Hall of the Vigilance was destroyed by vampires? They never took the threat seriously, and now they paid the price.
Vigilance, Dawnguard. What are you talking about?
The Vigilance mostly hunt down Daedra worshippers, which is why they got torn to pieces when they went up against vampires. That's why our leader, Izran, is re-establishing the Dawnguard. Real, serious vampire hunters. Report to Izran at Fort Dawnguard, and get moving if you're serious about it. The vampires aren't going to wait around to make their next move.
Okay, Ri'jargo keeps going then. There's an entrance. Oh, flowers.
New recruits. Izran will decide if you've got what it takes. Go on, he's right inside. I'll tell you, the only thing more surprising than hearing from Izran after all these years was hearing that he wanted my help. I immediately realized things must be pretty bad. Looks like I was right.
And you've worked with Izran before?
I have. There was a time years ago when we were both members of the Vigilance, and both equally dissatisfied with them. Their hearts are in the right place, of course. But Izran and I were never comfortable. We left together, but that partnership didn't last very long. I didn't agree with some of his methods. Go on inside. Izran will want to talk to you.
Then Ri'jargo would like to talk to Izran.
Why are you here, Tolan? The Vigilance and I were finished with each other a long time ago.
You know why I'm here. The Vigilance are under attack everywhere. The vampires are much more dangerous than we believed.
And now you want to come running to safety with the Dawnguard. Is that it? I remember Keeper Carset telling me repeatedly that Fort Dawnguard is a crumbling ruin, not worth the expense and manpower to repair. And now that you've stirred up the vampires against you, you come begging for my protection.
Isran, Carset is dead. The Hall of the Vigilance, everyone, they're all dead. You were right, we were wrong. Isn't that enough for you?
Yes, well, I never wanted any of this to happen. I tried to warn all of you. I am sorry, you know. So who are you? What do you want?
Ri'jargo here to join the Dawnguard.
Got a fire in your belly to kill vampires, eh? Good for you. But look around. There's really not much to join yet. I've only just started rebuilding the Order.
And Ri'jargo could help.
I need someone out in the field taking the fight to the damn vampires, while we're getting the fort back into shape. Tolan was telling me about some cave the Vigilants were poking around in. Seemed to think it was related to these recent vampire attacks. Tolan, tell him about, what was it? Dim Hollow.
Yes, that's it. Dim Hollow Crypt. Brother Adelwald was sure it held some long-lost vampire artifact of some kind. We didn't listen to him any more than we did Isran. He was at the hall when it was attacked.
That's good enough for me. Go see what the vampires were looking for in this Dim Hollow Crypt. With any luck, they'll still be there. Here, you should take a crossbow. Good for taking out those fiends before they get close. Feel free to poke around the fort and take what you need. There isn't much yet, but you're welcome to anything you can use.
I'll meet you at
I
Dim
knew it
Hollow.
would come to this one
It's
day.
the least I can
I
do
knew,
to
and no
avenge
one
my
believed.
fallen comrades.
Ri'jargo could use vampire hunting
There's
advice.
only one thing worth remembering. When it comes to vampires, if you're sloppy or careless, you're dead. And good people will die because of you. I've lasted this long because I don't take chances. I cover my tracks and I keep my eyes open. If you're smart, you'll do the same.
Ri'jargo like joined, but what is the
We
Dawnguard?
hunt down and kill vampires. Haven't you been paying attention? In the old days, the Dawnguard kept all of Skyrim safe from those blood-sucking scum. Then people stopped taking the threat seriously. The Dawnguard was disbanded, and the vampires came creeping back. Now I'm trying to re-establish the Dawnguard. Take the fight to the vampires for a change. I hope it isn't too late.
And what's this place?
This is Fort Dawnguard. Originally owned by the Jarl of Riften back in the Second Era, it was a bit of a black mark on the Hold's history. I'm trying to put it to good use. Tolan, I don't think that's a good idea. You Vigilants were
I'll
never
meet
trained
you in
for-
Dim Hollow Crypt. I owe these vampires a debt of vengeance.
Ri'jargo would like to know about Dim Hollow Crypt.
Brother Adelwald had been there not long ago. Said he found something of great importance. It must have been important to the vampires as well, for them to risk an open attack on the Vigilance.
And what happened to the Vigilance Hall?
Yes. By destroying it, vampires hope to cripple our Order's activities in Skyrim. I suspect now it was Brother Adelwald's journals they were after. He was obsessed with ancient vampire artifacts and burial sites.
And are other Vigilants there?
Of course there are. Most of us spend our lives as nomads, traveling from place to place in our endless war against evil. I wish I could say how many we numbered, but only a privileged few knew that. They're dead now.
And what was that hall?
The hall was a place of respite, learning, and comradeship, where a road-weary brother or sister could rest for a time, peace and comfort. Most of our learning could be found there. We always studied our enemies, so we might better learn how to defeat them. But, of course, those days are gone now. I know what you think of us. You think we're soft, that we're cowards. You think our deaths proved our weakness. Stendarr granted you do not have to face the same test and be found wanting. I'm going to Dim Hollow Crypt. Perhaps I can be of some small assistance to you.
Yeah, Ri'zargo will see that.
Boy, stop skulking in the shadows and step up here. What's your name?
My name is Agmir, sir.
Do I look like a sir to you? I'm not a soldier, and you're not joining the army.
Yes, sir. Isran.
Didn't I tell you to step forward? Farm boy, huh? What's your weapon?
My weapon? I mostly just use my paw's axe when wolves are attacking the goats or something.
My paw's axe. Stendarr preserve us. Don't worry. I think we can make a Dawnguard out of you. Here, take this crossbow. Let's see how you shoot.
Crossbow? I've never...
Yes, a crossbow. Best thing for killing vampires. Just take a few shots at those crates over there. You need to concentrate, boy. Try it again.
Is that it?
Watch the recoil. Takes some
Anyways,
getting used to.
so this is really cool. So I'm trying to think. My first thought is while they're talking, I'm like, gee, a big fort against vampires? What about, don't you want sunlight to get in? And I look up, and it does.
You'll get the hang of it.
Also, I know it's sitting still here and just kind of wobbly, but it's supposed to be running, like it represents running water at the entrance to the fort.
You need to concentrate, boy.
I enjoy some of those little touches for the sake of, you know, being an anti-vampire fort. That's cool. Okay, so maybe we'll go there later. Just gonna kind of look around the place.
Watch the recoil. Takes some getting used to.
Okay. What's over here? Basically just some loose money being left around is what I'm finding so far.
You need to concentrate, boy. Try it again.
You know, he tells him not to call him sir, but when he refers to him as boy, sir seems like the logical, you know, respectful title to respond back with. You know, it's basically feels like that's what he's asking to be called at that point. Okay. So there's multiple exits out to the canyon. Some named wolves. Or dogs or whatever. That'll be a later thing. I don't deal with that yet. Just kind of looking around.
Watch the recoil. Take some used.
I guess there were a couple of people outside that are clearly like, you know, telling you, hey, come on in and enter, and they'll probably have like spots inside once I've done the quest, because it feels like it's very empty inside. It feels like it's set up for us to have some sort of terrible beast locked up to set loose if we end up under attack.
Watch the recoil. Take some getting used to.
Dayspring Canyon. Let's check it out. Big roof, lots of the spots to attack from. Just slices of salmon sitting there in the barrel out in the sun. Sure, that's great. Not a big fish person myself, but I'm sure that's the ideal way to store it. Although I guess there was salt in there too, wasn't there? I'll give it to him. Maybe that's not such terrible. Although I took out the salt, so that's definitely spoiling now. So I, of course, have been using bows all along, and now they're all like, here's this crossbow, and I'm like, I don't know. Maybe, but I don't know. Are there gonna be people here ready to attack me at this one too? There have been people here to attack me before. Yeah.
Ain't bad time to get lost, friend. Got you fast, huh? Looks like a kettle. Your belly like an old woman's purse. It's so much easier to rob when you're dead.
I don't think you know advantage where it is. You will also be easier to, like, loot when you're dead. Ah! So 50. 50 seems like a nice even number. I wonder. I have 3 perks to increase. 70. But I want it. Particularly as I'm now fighting undead. I should just save. I've done a fair bit. I hope it's down and not up. Okay, looks like it's probably right there. Let's check out this crypt.
Vigilants never know when to give up. I thought we'd taught them enough of a lesson at their hall.
To come in here alone. A fool like all the rest of them.
He fought well, though. Jedon and Bresov were no match for him.
Ha! Those two deserved what they got. Their arrogance had become insufferable.
All this talk is making me thirsty. Perhaps another vigilant will wander in soon.
I wish Loki would hurry it up. I have half a mind to return to the castle and tell Harkon what a fool he's entrusted this mission to.
And I have half a mind to tell Loki of your disloyalty.
You wouldn't dare. Now shut up and keep on watch.
Where are you? You're obviously talking to somebody. Ah. All right. Potion. And there's one over here. Just to make sure I'm not wielding iron. I have iron arrows. Great. Where are minimum 14 damage versus this 8. Is that probably the exit then, I guess? boy. You know what? We'll figure out this crypt, whatever, next time. Join us next time for more Skyrim. We're on the Dawnguard. We're in the home stretch. I mean, it's a bit of a long home stretch, I think, but we'll get through it. Join us next time for more. Bye.